Hey, howdy y'all. I am Frightman and this is Rick Ratman from the 2024 Spirit Halloween season. He was released about a week ago from this filming. New for 2024, he's a pretty cool zombie with a big old opening here in his chest. This video is going to be a demo of all of his phrases, and I'm going to talk about the assembly and review of him. If you'd like to see how to rebox him, I have a video for that. If you'd like to see how to build him, I have a video for that, so check those out as well. But for now, let's watch his demo and let's do a fair and honest review. Well, oh my dear Rick, let's have a talk. So first in the demo, I said I was going to let you hear all of his phrases. To my surprise, you heard all of his phrases. That's right, Rick has one, and that's the one that you heard on every single one of those demos. So I thought he might have phrases, right? Most props have 3, 4, 5 sayings. Rick comes with one. So I will say that the price tag of Rick was $199. This is a 6-foot tall character, so the price tag is really good, and that's pretty cheap for a 6-foot tall character to get it for $199. But Rick, I love you and I hate you. So let's talk about Rick. I really like the gut hole, really cool, and I have big plans for the rat in the gut hole, for the gut hole itself, and for the rat in Rick's head. So I'm pretty handy and I like to consider myself creative. I liked the frame and that's why I bought it. I like the gut hole and that's another reason why I bought it. The movement's simple, but it's cool. So I do plan to get rid of the rat. Oh, yes, I know. And I plan to get rid of the rat. Yes, I know. I'll be replacing this with a brain and I'm going to be replacing this with, well, you'll just wait and see for the video. But I've got big plans for this area. As it is, it's okay, but it's not what it could or should be. I think they were trying to keep the price tag low on this for some reason, and they decided not to give it all of the attention that it deserves. But some cool lighting and something else in that gut hole, and a better surrounding of what's going on in here, something a little bit more realistic, and I think that he could be super cool. The paint job, no, it's not good. It's just not good. The sculpt is really nice, but this paint job it's just done really poor. None of this looks like blood. I don't know what it looks like, but it doesn't look like blood. So I'm definitely going to have to go over and do something with this paint. I have a friend of mine that's a painter, and maybe I might be able to get him to come over and help me, which would be really awesome. If not, I'm going to take some permablood and go around and at least try to fix that up. Now, I have seen people talk about this eyeball, and they said they really like the eyeball. It's okay. It's not anything great. It's looking up in a kind of a weird angle. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. I think they missed the mark on the eyeball. The eyeball should have had an LED light in it to light it up. Then it would be super cool. But as is, no, I don't think you're going to see it at night. So, sorry to rag on you, Mr. Ratman, but I got to tell these people the truth. So the assembly of Rick, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the quality of the costuming here, the quality of the poles. No, no. The last two that I did were from a big box retail store, and they were made by a company called SVI. And those are so heavy duty, and I talk about how good those poles are. Oh, Rick. No. His poles are thin. His whole structure is really thin. So thank goodness he doesn't have a lot of movement, because he just wouldn't be able to hold up throughout the movement. The costuming itself is super, super thin. And it is a material, I'll give them that, but it is super, super thin. And it's all done with Velcros. It's okay. It's just a lot of Velcro, and it just, building it just felt like it was just more complicated than it needed to be. You know, I mean, it's a really simple prop. If you watched the video where I assembled him, there's a lot of Velcro that goes around the waist ring here. So the whole pants mechanism, you have to undo all of these different pieces of Velcro and put them around that waist ring. It's just a waste of time. They could have just done what everybody else has done. You put elastic in the pants, you stretch it, you throw it over the waist ring, and you're done. I don't know what the idea of all of this Velcro was, but man, Rick, I like ya. I really do. And we're going to do cool things. I have big, big ideas for you, and we're going to get you where you need to be. But straight out of the box, he's not where he needs to be. And if I was not a creative person, I'm not sure I'd keep him. But I am going to be able to do something really cool with him. The last thing I'm going to talk about is this control box. Disappointment! Rick, we have to keep moving in order to keep you going. Now, he's a cool prop. He has these really cool movements, right? I'm going to have him out in the yard, and I just want to see him doing that all night long for the kids on Halloween. No. You got to hit that sensor. So a lot of props have a continuous on mode, right? And you just let it run all night long, and it looks really cool. He'd look really cool doing that in a graveyard. It's not an option. He has to be triggered with this sensor. Not a fan. Do a little bit of research and see if I can come up with some kind of way to bypass that, because I am not a fan of that at all. I thought I was going to be able to turn you on and just let you go, buddy. So this is Rick Ratman for $199, Spirit Halloween Season 2024. He's okay out of box, but you can do better, and they could have done better. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like Rick. I have high hopes for Rick's future. It's going to look a little bit different at Halloween. Oh, before I forget, this blood. We need some perma blood, man. This blood is just not cutting it. Looks like somebody spilled some ketchup on you, Rick. Anyway, I got big plans for Rick. I hope you enjoyed this review and this demo video. And until next time, stay spooky, my friends.